little bit of a messy one out there as we start our day. Of course, low pressure moving into the region last night and continuing throughout the course of today. So we will see some scattered flurries across the region early this morning. Those will be changing into ice pellets as well as into rain a little bit later today. We are going to see continuous warm up of temperatures as a warm front comes in after this low pressure system. As we take a look here at highs for today, we're seeing -2 your high in Fredericton, 1 your high over in Charlottetown, and 4 your high in Halifax today. Of wind chill in effect as well, and that's pretty much across the region for today. So all across Atlantic Canada, we'll start to feel that wind chill throughout the course of this morning. That should lift as the day continues. Of course, as low pressure comes into the region, we are going to see some warm up of temperatures. But for this morning, some scattered flurries still hanging around, especially in the Annapolis Valley area, into Cape Breton, eastern parts of Nova Scotia, even central Nova Scotia, seeing a little bit of those flurries continue throughout the course of today. But of course, we do have some watches and warnings to tell you about. So we do have a special weather statement in effect for locations in Labrador as well as most of New Brunswick, and that is going to be Wednesday into Thursday. So we'll see some freezing rain coming through the region. We'll see some stronger winds, and we'll see significant rainfall as well. There is a wind warning in effect as well in Labrador this morning. Northwesterly winds still gusting up to 100 kilometers per hour. And again, a freezing rain warning in effect overnight tonight into Wednesday morning for New Brunswick. So a lot of that coming through a little bit later tonight. We'll continue to see this low pressure moving into the region, and that's why we're going to continue to see some cooler temperatures throughout the course of today before that warm up comes with that rain a little bit later. So starting our day, we're looking at negative temperatures, and we're also feeling a little bit of that wind chill, like I said, specifically up in parts of Labrador. So again, frostbite is a concern, so make sure you are bundling up if you do have to go out and about today. Watching our system, we can see more of that little rain ice mix hanging around most of Nova Scotia for today, heading into Prince Edward Island as well as Cape Breton Island before it turns into rain overnight. So as we continue to watch the system, snow becoming that icy mix in most of New Brunswick, and then we see that significant rainfall start into the region as of Wednesday. So watching our snowfall outlook for the next 24 hours, the majority of that snow up in northern parts of New Brunswick, as well as along the shoreline in Nova Scotia. We're going to continue to see a few scattered flurries in parts of Labrador, but it's the rain that's going to be more significant over the next 24 hours, especially throughout Nova Scotia into Prince Edward Island. And then we only see trace amounts into Newfoundland and Labrador because that is a slower moving system that's going to come eventually. Not dealing with a whole lot of gusting wind at this time, but we will see some coming through. Cooler temperatures up in northern parts of New Brunswick, and then much warmer temperatures down along the Bay of Fundy coastline. We're seeing above freezing temperatures across Prince Edward Island into Cape Breton, as well as throughout most of Nova Scotia. So we'll see a significant warm up with this low pressure coming in. Before it enters into Labrador, we'll see colder temperatures, risk of frostbite this morning, like I said, and clearing conditions over in